In this video, we're going to be talking about Sun in Pisces in the 10th house natally and what this placement means. So if you have this placement, you're in the right place. And with that being said, when people have the Sun in Pisces, this indicates somebody that has the tendency to project an image of themselves. And internally, there's a lot more depth to the person than what they portray. And that's because the sun rules our character and our actions, how our actions come across to others. And Pisces is all about illusions, and it's all about the surface. It rules the ocean, and it rules the waves of the ocean. And it rules, the universe and how everything is one. And everything is kind of like a big ball of chaos, really. And that's what Pisces represents. It's about the infinite and the connection of all things. So a lot of times people with the sun in Pisces, they can have a passion for spirituality or universalism and the truth, finding out the truth about the universe. But what I want to specifically talk about is what it means in the 10th house. And particularly, people that have the sun in Pisces in the 10th house, they tend to have this tendency to project an image when it comes to their career or to their position in life. And the reason why is because the 10th house shows our career, our status, or our public image. And the natural sign that has the 10th house in Pisces is Gemini. Gemini is the sign of media or communication, or it can even show how we communicate on social media as well. And it's all about interactions. And it's ruled by Mercury, which is the trickster god, and the master of sales and trade. So it's no surprise Gemini has the 10th house in Pisces, because this shows somebody that is a jack of all trades. And when you have the sun here in the 10th house in Pisces, you could be a jack of all trades as well. And you tend to adapt yourself to any career opportunity that's available, or to professional responsibilities or needs. And you have this very adaptable public image or resume. You're able to portray exactly the things that you need to in order to secure a certain position or a job, or to come across a certain way on social media. So you're very good at relations with the public, good at communication and psychology as well. So this can show people that have a talent for advertising or sales as well. And the reason why is because when the sun is in Pisces, it's in the 8th sign from its own sign, because it rules Leo. And so there's an influence of 8th energy. The 8th house is about psychology or the values of others, and it's about motivations of others. So people that have the sun in Pisces, they have an understanding of the psychology of others and how to portray an image that appeals to others, especially creatively speaking. So they can be good at making art for that reason. They can make things that other people value, or that appeals to the psychology of other people. And that could be a passion that you have when you have the sun in Pisces in the 10th house, especially a professional passion. Now, the sun in the 10th house is favorable because it shows that you really stand out in your career or your professional image. So you often can have a status or a position in life, but a lot of times it's a projection. There's a lot more variety, depth, or capacities that you have internally, but that don't necessarily align with the particular job that you're in, or the image that you're portraying. Like sometimes you have conflicting interests within you. Like you have different things that interest you that you don't portray publicly. So that's why your career or your position in life feels like a projection, because you're really a jack of all trades. And how you are professionally is just how you're portraying yourself publicly. And so there can be this internal sensation of like imposter syndrome at times. You can just feel like you're constantly having to keep up an image. And For you like to sometimes step away from responsibilities and go to a place of solitude and rest. And this really recharges your energy. And that's because people that have the sun in Pisces, they have a need for solitude in order to recharge their energy, because they get drained by society and the expectations of others. Pisces is all about isolation, solitude, and spiritual retreat. So a lot of times you retreat from your career, or you retreat from your job and go to a more spiritually peaceful place, and you go and pursue your spirituality and your more esoteric interests. But when it comes to your public image, you have this very nice projected, like this nice put together, but like it feels projected to you image. So I kind of stumbled over my words there. I hope that sentence, kind of made sense. But with that being said, the next point that I want to talk about is that the fact that there is an element of adaptability to your professional life, or having to project this image of competency, because that's what the 10th house in Pisces means. And sometimes you do this because you have to do this in order to qualify for certain opportunities, positions, or even having to sell things. Like you have to project something that appeals to others. And that could be what the career represents. And that's because the sun can show the career in astrology, and also the 10th house shows career. So there's a lot of career energy in this placement. Also, Pisces is all about idealism, and it's all about idols. And it rules things such as film, music, and cinema. So in terms of your public image, sometimes this can show celebrity qualities, or having this idealized public image, this idealized resume, and having good relations with the public, and being able to communicate as well, and have a understanding of media as well, social media too. And one thing that all these people have in common that have this placement is that they always want to turn their dreams or their creative talents and interests into a career. Like they always want to turn that into their main position in life. And that's why it can also show this desire to be a celebrity, or it can show celebrity qualities, because they want to do something creative as their career, because the 10th house is about position in life. The sun rules our talents and our passions, and Pisces is all about creativity, imagination, and it's all about projecting an image, and that's why it rules things such as art as well, because art is really just a creation that we make. It's an image that we are projecting into reality. So with that being said, the final trait that I wanted to talk about is, with this placement, you have this tendency to conform to what people think of you, and to conform to expectations, or to these really high standards that you have for yourself. Because the 10th house is about ambitions, but it's also about the opinions of others. And that's why it rules our reputation and our status. And when the sun is in Pisces, it shows somebody whose ego or their character is very adaptable. And sometimes they change themselves to appeal to other people's psychology. So when it's in the 10th house, you particularly care about what other people think of you. And maybe if you don't care about it, you're just very aware of it. And you tend to adapt to what people think of you, or to their expectations. So that's the last thing about this placement. And of course, for that reason, you like to hide away every once in a while from your public responsibilities, and from being in public, and from being this perfect or idealized professional image. So and that's because Pisces is all about solitude and this need to recharge when the sun is in Pisces, because the sun shows energy levels, and Pisces is about solitude and retreat or rest. So with that being said, that is what I wanted to talk about for this placement. I hope this was insightful, and that you guys enjoyed and that it resonated. And if you did enjoy or you saw yourself in any way in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting in any way that you do. And if you'd like a natal chart reading, I have a link in the description to my Patreon where I do those. And also there is my email in the description if you have any specific inquiries or other questions. Other than that, I will talk to you guys sometime soon in another post. Peace.